All right, my friends, welcome. How are we doing today?
Pretty good.
Are we ready for spring? Spring is ready for us, evidently. So we are going to go through kind of a spring practice. Is that okay? Maybe do a little bit of spring cleaning, and move our bodies. So Amy, before you sit, could you, thank you. I appreciate you. So we're going to start on our back. So no extra chit chat this morning. No lesson to learn. I just want you to experience your body in a spring sort of way, whatever that means to you. So I'm going to turn off the overheads. Is that okay? Always okay. All right. See, it just feels so much softer, doesn't it? And spring is kind of a soft time. You know, the new grass is coming in. I went for a walk yesterday at sunset, and the sunset was beautiful yesterday, if you all got a chance to see it. And I walked past someone's yard, and it was the brightest of light green that I've ever seen in my life. It had to have been chemically induced. I don't know. But it was just so new and springy like. It's like the grass was so new it had never been mowed yet. It was just beautiful. So as you rest here, maybe bending your knees if that's more comfortable for your back, closing your eyes, and taking a breath in like you've never taken a breath in before. Like it's your first breath of your entire life. And then exhale, let that breath out. And as you inhale, feel yourself kind of getting really light on the ground. And then exhale, give yourself permission to just be soft, like fresh spring grass. So if you've ever seen time lapse video of maybe a flower blossoming or a tree growing or maybe a building being built, we're going to do kind of a time lapse with our breath. We call this viloma. So we're going to divide our breath into 3 pieces. The inhale, we'll divide it into thirds, and then the exhale will be smooth, soft, and steady. So fully exhale all of your air. Now inhale 1/3 of your capacity and pause. And then inhale your second third of your capacity and pause. And then inhale your final third. Notice, is it the same as the others or bigger? Pause. And then smoothly and slowly exhale. We'll do it again. Inhale 1/3 of your capacity and pause. Inhale the second third of your capacity and pause. And then inhale that final third, pause. And then smoothly exhale. Now I'm going to add something to that. Inhale just into your belly and pause. And then inhale to your ribs and pause. And then inhale into your chest. So you're completely full now. Pause. And then fully and slowly exhale. So the way that a seed would sprout is roots, and then it bursts through, and then it blooms. So we do it again. Inhale just into your belly and pause. Inhale into your ribs and pause. Inhale into your chest and pause. And then fully exhale slowly. Let's do one more just like that. Inhale to just your belly and pause. Inhale, feel your ribs expand to the sides of the room and pause. And then inhale, feel your chest expand upward towards the ceiling and pause. And then slowly and fully exhale. Good. So take a regular smooth breath in and a regular smooth breath out. And if your knees are not bent already, go ahead and bend your knees. We're going to start to work our arms in with our breath. So breathing in slowly and sweep your arms up overhead, reaching for the back of the room. And then exhale slowly, bringing those arms all the way back down. And we'll do that again. Inhale, slowly reaching those arms up overhead, taking your time. And then exhale, slowly bringing those arms down. And one more like that. Inhale, slowly sweeping those arms up overhead. And then exhale, slowly bringing those arms down next to your sides. All right, so we're going to add our hips into this. So if you have a blanket under your head, go ahead and pull it out to the side. On your inhale, slowly lift your hips and sweep your arms up overhead. And then exhale, slowly bring everything back down. So I'm going to count it off for you. So we'll inhale, lift up for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and sway your knees side to side. Can you imagine the effort that it takes for something to like sprout through a seed? Like the little tree is on the inside of the acorn and it's got to like rupture through the nut and then break through the ground. Try not to get mowed over, or eaten by deer or whatever. And the time that it takes for it to actually become a tree is crazy for us to think of. Yet you watch here in another month, you're going to see baby chicks. And within the course of a year, they're an adult. Whereas for a tree to become an adult, it takes like decades. I don't know, as a human, I still don't feel like an adult. And it's been 48 years, you know? So bring your knees back to the center and hug your knees into your chest. So I guess our growth is all about perspective. You know, you can grow in one thing, like if you're learning to golf, it may take a lifetime, you know, but if you're learning to drive, it takes like 6 months, right? So rock your knees side to side here. So if you've been practicing yoga for a very long time and you still feel like a beginner, it's okay. I still feel like a beginner. It's been 24 years. And then bring your knees back to the center and hang on to the underside of your legs. As you inhale, stretch your legs up towards the ceiling and actually take your legs to a place where you can feel them straight. And then exhale, bend those knees and pull them into your chest and feel your legs kind of press against your belly. Inhale, take your legs, lengthen them out so that they're straight. And then exhale, pull those legs back in towards your chest. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, take those legs up, maybe your feet flatten. And then exhale, pull those knees into your chest, feet relaxed. 1 more. Inhale, legs go up. And exhale, bend those knees. Now this time, take your legs up and leave them there. And I'd like for you to point and flex your feet here a few rounds. If you wanted to let go of your legs with your hands, you totally could. Feel your strong center holding those legs up. Good. And then can you take your ankles and rotate them around in circles? Maybe your feet go in the same direction. Maybe they go in the opposite direction. Maybe you have no idea what's going on in your feet. That's okay too. When they're up in the air, it makes no difference. It's when we're standing on them that it makes a difference, right? And then rotate those feet around in the opposite direction. Good. And then go ahead and soften your knees. Let your feet come back down to the floor. And sway your knees side to side again. Maybe this time you open your feet up a little bit wider. So the fronts of the hips and the abs are a little bit more warmed up. Good. So coming back to the center with those knees, and we're going to lift our feet up off of the floor. So the knees are right over top of your hips. And if you have a block, maybe you squeeze that block between your knees, or your thighs. It's just an option. You can take it or leave it. Arms open up wide to the sides of the room. I'm going to do this one with you because it's good stuff. All right. So knees right over the hips, arms out wide to the side. On your exhale, take your knees over to the left. On your inhale, slowly come back to the center. And then exhale, we'll take those knees over to the right. And inhale, slowly come back to the center. We'll do that again. Exhale, knees over to the left. Inhale back to the center. And then exhale, knees over to the right. And inhale, come back to the center. Now this time, exhale the knees over to the left, and maybe you extend one or both legs. And then as you exhale, you bend the knees and come back to the center. Inhale or exhale those legs over to the right, and maybe you straighten those legs. And then bend those knees and come back to the center. Is it harder when you straighten your legs? Yeah. So let's do one more time each way. Over to the left. Maybe you opt to straighten those legs, maybe not. And then bending those knees and coming back to the center. Think of it as a baby chick trying to break out of a shell. And then over to the right. Maybe you opt to straighten those legs and then bend the knees and come back to the center. Good. Go ahead and take that block out. Set your feet down and roll over to your side. And we're going to press ourselves up and come into all fours. So maybe having a blanket up underneath your knees. How are we doing? Do you feel like you're starting to blossom? I'm a delicate flower. I used to tell my family that, and I would do it in the harshest of ways, like very thorny. Do you know how delicate I am? No. So come into all fours right here. Those hands are right up underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. So we're going to take our eyes. So your face is looking down at the floor. And take your eyes and look to the right. Okay. Now take your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Now take your right shoulder over towards your right hip. We're still looking to the side. Are you in a really odd position? Does it feel weird? Maybe. Have you ever planted bulbs and then you planted them upside down? Think of this as being planted upside down. And then go ahead and come back to the center. And we're going to do a couple of rounds of cat-cow here. So take your inhale. And on your exhale, round your back up towards the ceiling. Look down between your knees. Does one side of your body feel different than the other? And then on your inhale, tip your tailbone up, look forward. And do that again. Exhale, round the back, looking down between the knees. And then inhale, tip the tailbone up, look forward. And then come back to a neutral spine. So we're going to do that other side. So first off, your face is looking at the floor. Your eyes are going to look to the left. So you're looking out the corner of your eye. And then we take our left ear over to our left shoulder. And then take your left shoulder over towards your left hip. So the eyes are still looking to the side. And you're breathing. And you feel that right side of your rib cage and your waistline really opening up as you breathe in. Feels kind of awkward. And just holding that position and take one more breath right here. And then come all the way back to the center. We're going to do 2 more rounds of cat-cow. So take an inhale from a neutral spine. And on your exhale, round your back up towards the ceiling, looking down between the knees. Does it feel more symmetrical now? And then inhale, tip your tailbone up and look forward. We'll do one more time. Exhale, we round the back. And inhale, we arch the back. Now this time, exhale, round your back and lean your hips back towards your heels. Good. And take your hands and flip them over. All right. So can you press down through the back of your hands into the floor? Enough to where your elbows or your forearms kind of lift up off the floor? Do you feel that stretching through your back? Through the back of the arms? Make a fist with your hands. And then open those hands. Do that one more time. Make a fist with those hands. And then open those hands. Good. And go ahead and turn your palms to face down again. And then lift yourself back up into all fours. So a little spinal twisting here. On your inhale, take your right arm, sweep it open and up towards the ceiling. You could look up if you like. And then exhale, bring that hand down and switch sides. Inhale, the left arm goes up and exhale back down and switch. Inhaling up And exhale down and switch. Inhaling up. And exhale down. One more time on each side. Inhale, arm up. And exhale down. And last one. Inhale, arm goes up. And exhale, bring it back down. Can we do that with our arms going forward? On your inhale, take your right hand, reach it forward, like you're going to shake someone's hand. And then exhale, bring it down. And then switch sides. Inhale, that left arm goes forward. And exhale, lower down. Can we add a leg? So inhale the right arm forward, the left leg goes back. And then exhale, lower down. And switch. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. And exhale down and switch. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, lower and switch. Inhale, reach long. And exhale, switch. You know I have to add something else to it. Inhale, take your right hand forward, left leg back. As you exhale, move the arm and the leg out to the side. Stay there, inhale. Stay there, exhale. Take one more breath. On your exhale, bring everything back to the center. And then go ahead and release down. We're going to switch sides. So inhale, take your left hand forward, right leg back. As you exhale, bring it all out to the side. Stay here, inhale. Stay here, exhale. Inhale, bring everything back to the midline. And then exhale, lower it down and go ahead and sink back into your child's pose. So I don't know about you, but today I'm feeling a little gooey in my head. So I'm going to keep my head lifted. I'm going to put it up on a block. So if you're finding allergies are bugging you today in your child's pose, maybe your head goes up on a block. You're always welcome to put your head on your hands or rest it on the floor. Remember last year I bought a plant at Walmart. It was so cute. It was on clearance and it was sad. It needed a home. So I bought it. I brought it home. I potted it. And about 2 weeks later, after taking care of it, nurturing it and feeding it and doing all the things for it, something started growing out of the center of it. And I couldn't figure out, like, what is that? And so I Googled it. And come to find out it was an oak tree. There was like, an acorn down in there that was hidden. And it was an oak tree growing inside of my beautiful little house plant. And so I pulled it out, and I looked at the roots that had sprouted. And it was just so very interesting. And it was all kind of coiled up and so I took it outside, I just chucked it out across the street into my neighbor's yard and let them deal with it. But it was just interesting to see how the root system had coiled because it was in a pot rather than growing straight down the way a tree root would grow. So go ahead and lift yourself back up into all fours. So here, we're going to kind of coil ourselves. Sometimes it takes a little bit of resiliency to move through a situation that's outside of the normal. So on your next inhale, I'd like for you to tip your tailbone up to the ceiling, look forward and lift your left heel up to the ceiling. On your exhale, round your back and pull your knee closer to your nose. And then inhale, lift that heel back up. And exhale, round your back, pull that knee in. 2 more. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, pull that knee in. Good. And 1 more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, pull that knee in. Now this time, take that leg, reach it straight backwards. Take your leg over towards the right side of your mat and then set your toes down on the floor. Now turn and look over your right shoulder at your left foot. Feeling that stretch across that outside of the body on the left. Good. And then go ahead and come back to the center, set that knee down and sink backwards into your child's pose. And maybe this time you bring your hands down around next to your feet. We'll take 2 more breaths right here. Feel yourself breathing and expanding through your back. And then on your next inhale, lift yourself back up into all fours. And we're going to do that on the other side. So on your inhale, tip your tailbone up, look forward, lift your right heel. On the exhale, round the back and pull that knee in towards your chest. Inhale, lift that heel up behind, looking forward. Exhale, bring that knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lift that heel up. Exhale, bring that knee in, and one more here. Inhale, lift that heel up. Exhale, bring that knee in. Now this time, reach that right leg straight backwards. Move it over to the left side of your mat and then set your toes down. Now turn and look over your left shoulder at your right foot. One more breath here. And then come back to the center, lower the knees. Good. This time, curl your toes up underneath, and we're going to walk our hands backwards towards our feet. You know, at some point, the little seed or sprout gets to rupture through the surface of the ground, right? Do you think it hurts plants to grow? I'm just kidding. I'm just speaking out loud. Sorry. The things that go through my mind. All right, so we're going to rock back onto our feet. If you have your blanket there, maybe move it off to the side. Feeling the bottoms of the feet, the backs of those ankles, stretching. It's not very comfortable, is it?
Spring.
Yes. All right. So what's going to happen is our legs are going to straighten, our hips are going to move up, but we're going to fold forward. So the hands are going to stay close to the ground. You can use a block here and let your hands rest on a block if you need to. So take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, press down through your feet, lifting your hips up, straightening through those legs, letting your arms and your head hang towards the floor. All right, so we're going to work a little bit with the legs. So on your exhale, bend your knees. On your inhale, straighten your legs. And do it again. Inhale, bend your knees. And exhale, straighten those legs. Let's do 2 more. Bending those knees. And straightening those legs. Last one, bending and straightening. Good. So let your legs be as long as they can. And then grab your elbows with your hands. And then let your torso sway side to side. The head is hanging heavy. of all of the effort that it takes for a baby chick to break out of her shell or his shell. And then letting your body settle back into the center. We're going to bend our knees, sink our hips, and bring your hands onto your knees. So as you inhale, straighten through your arms, lifting your chest, and then exhale, bend your arms. We'll do that again. Inhale, straighten through the arms, lifting the chest. Exhale, bending those arms. One more. Inhale, straighten through those arms. And exhale, bend. I know you really want to stand up, don't you? So do I. But I want you to walk your hands forward into a forward fold. So a down dog is what I meant to say. You guys knew what I meant, right?
Different logic.
Yeah. So walk your hands forward into your downward facing dog. And we're in that upside down V, right? So on your inhale, lift both of your heels. And then exhale, lower just your right heel and turn your head left. And then inhale, lift both heels. And exhale, lower your left heel and turn your head right. We'll do that again. Inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, lower the right heel, turn the head left. Now inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, lower the left heel, turn the head right. Now this time, inhale, lift both heels. And exhale, lower both heels. Good. Now here, we're gonna inhale, come forward into our plank pose. You're welcome to do this on your knees. You can do it on your toes. How long does it take a baby chick to break out of their shell? Like minutes, hours, days?
23 seconds.
23 seconds. So right here in this place, if you got your knees down, you'll lift that knee. We're gonna lift our left leg away from the floor. So we're hovering in our plank pose on our hands and our foot or knee. And then go ahead and switch sides. So switching legs or foot. Are we still breathing? Because it got really quiet. Yeah. And then lower both feet and lower both knees. And then lower your chest. And bring your hands down next to your sides. So palms face the floor. On your inhale, we're gonna lift the legs, lift the chest. Oop, there's that coffee. And then exhale, lower back down. But it was Costa Rica, so it tastes good. Inhale, lift up, lift the chest and legs, and exhale, lower back down. Now this time, inhale, lift up, stay there, exhale. On your inhale, take your arms out wider and separate your feet a little bit. And then as you exhale, bring it all back in towards the midline of your body. And do that again. Inhale, open up wide. And exhale, bring it back in. One more. Inhale, open up wide. Exhale, bring it in. Leave it in as you inhale. Can you lift any higher? And then exhale, lower back down and turn your head to the side. Let your arms relax. Let your chest and back relax. If you need to curl your toes up underneath and maybe rock your heels, you can. Being a baby must be exhausting. Would that be why they sleep so much when they're first born?
But they don't know.
But they don't know that they're exhausted and that it's hard. So turn your head to the other side. But it is going through that, the rite of passage to be here in this world. No matter what species you are, whether you're a plant, animal, insect. And then bringing your hands on the floor next to your rib cage, we're gonna lift ourselves up into all fours. Curl those toes and press up into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in right here. And on your exhale, walk your feet forward to your hands. Take as many steps as you need to get there. All right, so here we're gonna bend our knees and sink our hips. And I'd like for you to interlace your fingers and then turn your palms to face the floor. As you inhale, lift up into your chair pose. And then exhale, fold back over. We'll do it again. Inhale, lift up into that chair pose. And exhale, fold back over. How many tries do you think it takes a chick to break through the egg? Inhale, lifting up. One. Exhale, fold. Let's do one more because Gerardo said one. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, fold. This time, release your hands, and on your inhale, lift up into your regular chair. Good. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Maybe your hips go back and down just a little bit. Your thumbs are right at the center of your chest. Take a deep breath. Exhale, leave your hips right where they are, but turn your chest to the right, just a hair. Good. Check with your knees. Are they cattywampus or are they even? You want them even. Do you feel your weight leaning heavier into one leg? On your inhale, come back to the center. And then exhale, go to the opposite side, keeping your hips here in the center, but turning the chest to the left. Good. Nice. Yvonne, move your hips to the left, just other way, other way. There you go. There you go. Inhale, come back to the center. And then exhale, take your forward fold. And just hang right there. Hands, hands. So right here, we're gonna step backwards with our left foot. It's gonna go flat on the floor. As you inhale, lift up into your warrior one. We're gonna inhale right here, straighten through that front leg. On the exhale, we bend and we hinge forward, arms out wide to the sides. Inhale, sweep your arms, come forward and straighten that front leg. And then exhale, we bend the knee, hinge, and arms come out to the sides. One more time. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, we lean, arms out to the side. Now this time, inhale, come all the way up, straighten that front leg. As you exhale, keep that front leg. We're going to hinge over, hands come down to the floor, or maybe to your blocks. So we'll leave our right hand down. And then we're going to step our right foot up. Sorry. I'm doing it backwards. So take your left foot and step it forward about 2 inches. And turn your foot so that it points to the front of the room. Your left hand is going to stay down, and on your inhale, take your right arm and sweep it open and up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring it back down. We'll do it again. Inhale, take that arm up. And exhale, bring it down. And one more. Inhale, take that arm up. And exhale, bring it down. And then go ahead and step forward with your back foot. We're gonna bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold back over. And then we step backwards with our right foot. It's gonna go flat on the floor. And we'll inhale, lift up into that warrior one. On your inhale, straighten through the front leg, reach up through the chest. As you exhale, we bend the knee, hinge forward, arms out to the side. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up, that leg straightens. And exhale, we bend. We're gonna do one more like that. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, we hinge. This time, inhale, come all the way up. Keep that leg straight. As we exhale, hinge forward over that front leg. Hands down to the floor or to the blocks. We're gonna step up with our back foot about 2 inches and turn those toes so that they point forward. Your feet look like they're on railroad tracks. The right hand is gonna stay down, and on your inhale, take that left arm, reach it open and up. And then exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, take that arm up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale, take it up. Stay here, exhale. Take another breath. And then exhale, lower that hand down and step up with your back foot. Soften through your knees, sink through your hips, and on your inhale, lift up into your chair pose. Who's just dying to just stand up? Like it's been, 45 minutes and we haven't stood up yet. So bring your hands to your heart. I'm gonna have you lift your left heel. And then can you sink your hips backwards just a little bit? Good. Can you lift your left toes? Maybe. Good job. And then set the left toes down. Set your left heel down, shift your weight so that you're even, and then take your forward fold. We got to do the other side, right? Yeah. So bend your knees, sink your hips, and on your inhale, lift up into your chair. As you exhale, hands come to the heart and sink your hips back and down just a hair. We're going to lift our right heel. So most of your weight just shifted into your left foot, yeah? And you're welcome to stay there, or maybe you also lift your right toes. Do you feel one side of your body was easier than the other? Like this is my difficult side. Good job. Are you still breathing? Breathing and wobbling is okay. Wobbling and not breathing, not okay. Go ahead and set the toes down, set the heel down, and then take your forward fold. So plant your hands and step backwards into your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, we're going to shift forward into our plank pose and then lower your knees. So you're in plank, but you're on your knees. And then let your belly start, your hips start to drop down, but keep your arms straight. Do you feel the tops of your feet flat on the floor? Now here, maybe you take the option to lift your legs. So you're on the tops of your feet. And then lower those knees and push backwards into all fours. And keep going into your child's pose. Did you notice how slowly your body wanted to do that? On your next inhale, lift up into all fours. Curl your toes and exhale into downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in. And on your exhale, walking your feet forward to your hands. Take as many steps as you need to get there. And if you have a block, maybe you bring it in front of you. We're going to soften through the knees, sink through the hips on the inhale, lift up into your chair pose. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart, sink your hips back and down into very uncomfortable, like outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, got it? Contract your glutes right here, press down through your big toes. Now inhale, press all the way up to standing. Keep contracting your glutes, pressing through your big toes. Oh my gosh, we finally get to stand, and then go ahead and release it all. Hallelujah, right? All right, wasn't that fun? Okay, the fun's not over. Have you seen a vine, the way that vines grow? Yeah, the new vine, it just like gets all into nooks and crannies and can twist itself up. Okay, so let's do it. On your inhale, sweep those arms, reach them up overhead. As you exhale, soften your knees, hinge at your hips, and take your forward fold. Bring your hands onto your block or blocks. If you have two, you can use two. I prefer two, but you can use whatever. All right. So shift your weight into your right foot and reach your left leg up behind you. So it's like you're going to try and stamp your foot on the wall behind you. Your left hand's going to stay down on your block. And as you inhale, take your right arm and reach it open to the side or maybe up towards the ceiling. Get a little bit twisty right here. Take one more breath. And then on your exhale, bring your hand back down and lift that foot up into the air as high as it'll go. Yeah? Okay, now we're going to bend both knees a little bit and bring your knees really close together. And on your next inhale, straighten those legs and open those knees up so your back foot goes up into the air. Exhale, bring both knees together, they bend. Inhale, straighten those legs, they open. One more time. Exhale, bring the knees together. Inhale, we open up. And then exhale, set that foot down and just hang. Wasn't that fun? So bringing your hands back onto your block, straightening through your arms, lifting your chest away from the floor a little bit. Now this time we shift our weight into our left foot. We're going to reach that right leg straight backwards, and we're going to reach long through both legs, actually. So the left arm is going to come out to the side, or maybe it reaches up towards the ceiling, coming into that revolved half moon. Good. Reaching long through the arms, through the legs, through the spine. Take one more breath right here. And then on your exhale, lower that hand down and raise that foot up into the air as high as it will go. Go to your fun zone. You got a fun zone in you? Go there. Now on your exhale, we're going to bend both knees and bring those knees in close together. Inhale, straighten those legs and reach that top leg up into the air. Exhale, bend those knees. Inhale, straighten and open them. And one more. Exhale, bend the knees, bring them together. Inhale, open into that standing split. And then lower that foot down. Good. Just hang here for a moment. Plant your hands and step back into all fours. Weave your legs around in front and come onto your back. Grab one of your blocks. We're gonna lift our hips, slide the block up underneath, so it's somewhere between your waistband and your tailbone. The block can be on any level, so I like the lowest level, but you pick for you which level you want. Here in this place, you're welcome to leave your feet on the floor. Or maybe if you would like to blossom your feet, reach those legs up towards the ceiling. Picking any leg position that works for you. Maybe those feet open up wide. Maybe those knees come into your chest. Maybe those legs stay straight up. Whatever makes sense for your body. Did it get kind of intense at the end?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those peonies? I think it's called a peony, where it has like this round blossom and like the ants gotta chew it open to get it to block to open, I guess. Like the crazy, well, this is where I grew up in Missouri, is the ants would chew blossoms open. And but the ants would get into a frenzy over it. It's crazy. But then once they opened, I guess the ants didn't like the smell, and so they would leave. I don't know what it was that I don't know. And then there's this beautiful blossom. When you're ready, and then let your feet come back down to the floor. And start to lift your hips and slide that block out from underneath you. And then here in this place, let your knees start to sway side to side. Kind of like the breeze is blowing. And you're just moving with that breeze, that fresh spring breeze. And then if you have any other stretches that your body requires, I invite you to do that here for yourself. And then when you're ready, go ahead and get yourself set up into that Shavasana, however it's comfortable for you. Supporting your body as you need. And imagine that you're resting in a field at the base of a mountain. And across the field, there is a little stream. And on the other side of that stream is another field. Both fields full of freshly grown grass. The ground is soft and warm. There's a light spring breeze in the air, and it's just before sunrise. The sky has so many shades of dark blue, light blue, pink, and orange. And you look across the valley to the hilltop on the opposite side of the little river, the little stream. And with every breath you take in, you notice the sky turning colors, getting lighter and brighter, more vibrant. You can almost feel the grass underneath your body getting excited for the upcoming sunrise. And then at some point, the first ray of light crosses the mountaintop. You feel it on your forehead. And it's like every inhale you take pulls the sun up higher and higher. And as the sun comes higher, you feel it move down your body, around your eyes, across your face, past your lips. You're feeling the warmth of that sun move down your body, around your neck and shoulders, down the length of your arms and across your chest. Feeling that warmth penetrate through your skin, through your muscles, into your bones. Your organs feel the warmth of that sun. And feeling a sensation of warmth move down your legs to your feet. As your whole body is bathed in the first rays of sunlight for the day. Every cell of your body is just as happy as every freshly grown blade of grass. Begin to deepen your breath. Start to reawaken your body, moving your fingers, moving your toes. Stretching the arms up overhead. Reaching long, fingertip to toe tip. Feeling your body fresh and new, ready for the day and the rays of the sun. Begin to bend your knees and roll to your side. Using your hands to press yourself up to a seated place. Noticing how tall and long your spine feels. On your next inhale, we'll sweep those arms open and up. And exhale, bring the hands together at the heart. Thank you for joining this morning for your little spring practice. Hope you all go out today and stand tall, enjoy the sun. Namaste. Namaste. You're welcome. All right,
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
That's how long it takes for the sunrise to get to the earth.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
8 minutes. Wow. Thank you. Glad you made it. All right. Take care. Have a great day. We'll see you all later.